Hello, I'm James Jackson. I'm showing you a video of a sculpture workshop I attended with videographer friend Ernie McCoy. I'm not only here as a sculptor, but as a sculpture instructor at Mississippi's Christian University in Clinton, Mississippi. We produced this video to show students the importance of stone carving workshops. Each year in the month of May, there's a 3-day workshop in Lawrence, Kansas at Myles Studio on beautiful Myles Mountain. A limited number of 45 carvers attend the workshop and set up their space throughout the shade trees of a mountain location. Okay, this is a block. I had to cut it down and trim it, but it was too wide. It's the right height for the scale of the horse. The back has got to be tall and it's got to be a certain width. So now it's got the height and the width and the thickness. So what I'm going to do, what I had to do was cut with the angle grinder there. I took this grinder and made some vertical cuts with the grinder. As you can see, you just cut it. And then next, I'm going to take this pitching chisel and break off these sections. They break off fairly easy, but you got to hit them pretty hard. So, like that off. That. And then these will all snap off. These were there, but I snapped them off. Then I can take my small grinder and clean this off, or I can, or I will use my chisels and just chip it off even, clean it up, and then I can start drawing out the horse and start using the chisels. The attendees are provided with materials, electricity, air tools, and lessons from several instructors.
Mark Donadio. I'm from Staten Island, New York. I'm living in New Jersey now, and I've been doing all kinds of art, metal, paint, but stone is my passion. It's just the permanence of the rock, and to be working on something that's millions of years old or whatever, it's
that's what we all share, isn't it?
Quite exciting.
That's what we all share.
I'm Jeff McKee from St. Louis, Missouri. And I've been sculpting about 20 years now, but this is my 8th year up here at Myles' place. And I just come for the 3 days, and this is the only time I sculpt. I don't sculpt any other time of the year. My wife says I make too much of a mess, so I just sculpt while I'm here.
Well, it looks like everyone's making a mess, so you fit in.
Yes.
What is it you're working on here?
Well, I'm making a young lady here. She's African American, and I'm going to put wire up on top of the head for the hair, black wire, and I'm just trying to get the curves and the flow of the piece together right now. It was a little bulky yesterday, but I'm cutting it down a little bit today.
Okay, that sounds great. Is there anything else you've been working on at home?
Well, yeah, I do lots of things. I started out as a fighter pilot in the Marine Corps for 24 years, and then I flew for TWA for 35 years, and I was a private investigator for 12 years. And then I put all that together and I wrote a book, and it's called Flight Level Heist. You can go to Amazon and type in Flight Level Heist, and you won't see my name because it's got my pen name there. It's John Blanchard Jefferson. But yeah, I'd like you to go see it. There's a website too, and there's an About the Author page, and that sort of thing. So, thank you.
Myles Schachter hosts the workshop. He's a sculptor, supplier of tools, materials, and teaches throughout the United States. For the 3 days of carving, Myles suggests have a simple idea in mind or project you may complete on your own at home.
So I'm Sebastian, I'm from Green Mountain, North Carolina. And I'm really happy that I was finally able to make it here. I've known Myles for a few years now, and we always chat on the phone, and it kind of worked out. I was able to make it to Kansas, and I saw Al Brown's work, so it was great to be able to sign up to a little bit of an extra course to work with him, because I wanted to do some relief carving. I've been doing this a little while, but I've never done anything like this. So I'm bringing myself back to square one, and being able to work in this place with a bunch of great people and with a great instructor like Al and everybody else who's here has been a privilege. So I'm really happy to be here.
Well, my name is John Seamers. I'm from St. Louis, and I'm a stone carver, and I come here to learn a little bit. I started off with a piece of limestone, but when you're doing detail work, that limestone, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's soft, and your chisel will dig in, and then you're kind of ruined in terms of the detail work. So I went to a piece of marble and threw the limestone to the side for a while.
Wow, it's good that they have all these kinds of stones here available.
We got a lot of stones,
Yeah.
I'm Max Hammer. I'm from Springfield, Illinois. This is my, I think, third or fourth trip here at 2SCULPT, and today I'm working on a piece of Vermont marble, and I'm actually trying to replicate a gift box with a bow on top of it. Wow. And I'm not sure how successful I'm going to be with this. Pretty fragile, but right now I'm in the ugly stage.
You're in the forming stage. Marble is very hard too.
Well, I'm using marble rather than limestone because it is hard, and it'll take these finer changes and areas where it's drilled out inside to make a ribbon. You know, it's unsupported ribbon, so it won't break. So that's why I chose marble.
Barrett Savig in Colorado. Although I did live in Mississippi for many years.
Wow.
Yep.
That's interesting. I'd like to hear about that. But what do you do at 2SCULPT? What are you instructing?
So this particular session, I'm doing a lettering workshop, and we're looking at letter forms, some approaches that are sort of more American, and also some approaches that are from the United Kingdom. So a little bit of both.
Great. That sounds wonderful. That's what we need in lettering. I'm doing that, and you've helped me a lot too with lettering, with your advice. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. Have a good one.
My name is Darla Whipple-Frayne, and I'm from Wichita, Kansas, originally from southwestern Colorado. Grew up with rocks, and I kind of have rocks in my brain. I am making a ginkgo leaf sculpture out of limestone, and it's kind of three-dimensional. I'm doing the detail work today, and so hopefully I'll get something that actually looks like something today.
Wonderful. That's going to look good. And you're doing a lot of grinding on that?
Right now I'm doing a lot of grinding because I'm making it three-dimensional. But shortly I'll be doing more of the detail stuff, which is done with a larger Dremel and a small Dremel. So.
Right. And the grinder makes dust, and you have to wear a mask. And
Yes. Got to wear all your personal protection and put your hair back and make a mess out of yourself.
Well, you're set up and looks like you've been working.
I've been working to this morning, yes.
Well, good to meet you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Morning. What's your name and what are you doing? What are you working on?
I'm Tom Moreland, and I'm from St. Charles, Missouri, and I'm working on the trifold. It's a nut. It's going to stand on a base to be like that.
That's interesting. Very interesting.
Well, thank you.
Don Ramsey, and I'm from Springfield, Illinois.
Okay, how long have you been a sculptor?
Oh, probably 5-6 years. I started after I retired. I've been retired for almost 11 years. I'm taking the details, so I'm trying to make a knot. My wife is kind of a well-known pastel artist, and I said, well, I'd like to try doing some sculpting, and I got some alabaster and some brass really long time ago and did some little projects. And then I thought I want to hit something with a hammer. So I got interested in sculpting bigger things, and I'm back now to using little tools.
Several classes are held each day for use of tools, geological knowledge of types of stone, lettering techniques, finish sanding, and polishing. Also teaching enhancing the stones with lighting, kinetics, and inlays.
Yeah, I'm Kai. I'm from Lawrence here in town, and I am a beginner at this sculpting course. and I'm sculpting a little sunflower sun thing over here.
Looks really nice.
Thank you.
For a beginner, you're doing really, really well.
I appreciate that, yeah. Carl Ramberg's been helping me out in town a little bit before this, so it was that.
So Carl's helping you out, but what got you interested in stone carving to start with?
Yeah, so I just had another friend that was working for Carl, and I needed a job, but once I did a little bit of stonemasonry, I really liked it, and Carl invited me into his workshop to come try carving out, and I really liked it.
Once you start stone carving, you want to keep doing it.
Yeah, it's really relaxing. It's very, yeah.
And Carl's a good instructor.
He's a good teacher. Yeah. Very.
Thank you.
I am Brett Genero. I'm from Kansas City, Kansas, and I was just looking for something different and creative to do, and saw this and was super excited about the opportunity. So
Great, and it looks like you're well into your work.
I've made one big rock slightly smaller at this point.
That's
But
carving.
it'll become something. It's deciding what it wants to be at this point.
Oh, okay. Going with the flow.
Exactly.
Well, thanks.
Hello,
What's your name?
Laura Ramberg.
Oh, I've heard of you. You're one of the instructors, Laura Ramberg.
Yeah.
Artists new to stone carving were able to use air tools for their first time.
Erica Anderson, Belden City, Kansas. I'm about 10 minutes from here.
Neat. Are you working on a sculpture?
I am. I'm working on steel and marble.
Wow, steel and marble, two different materials.
Yes, 2 different materials. Yeah. I had the chance to go on over to the steel yard not too far from here and rummage through some different materials, pick out several different mediums, and then come back here and take a look at some different pieces of marble and pick them up and kind of determine what I wanted to make. I had really no idea what I wanted to do coming into this weekend, and so it's been a lot of fun talking to the different subject matter experts that Myles been able to bring to this weekend and gather their feedback and really kind of figure out what I want to do this weekend. So
Right, and you have an instructor for steel and stone, right?
we do. We actually have 2. We have a welding expert, we have a marble expert, and we also have a blacksmith too.
My name is Adrienne. I'm from Kansas City. And my mom signed me up for this class. It was a surprise. I didn't know what to expect. I've never done anything like this, and so I decided to come check it out.
Wow, it looks like you have a sculpture, a really good one.
Oh, well, my mom's a 3D artist. I think that's probably why she got excited about it, and she had heard about it. But I'm a 2D artist. I'm a painter, so I don't typically work with 3D sculpture or things that have more than one dimension. So.
You look like you're showing out.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm having a great time. Power tools are totally different mediums, so I'm having a really great class.
A range of ideas varies from sculptors with experience to beginners.
I'm Carl Ramberg, and I live about 3 miles that way out in the country here in Lawrence.
Neat. What's your duties here at 2SCULPT? What do you enjoy doing?
Well, my sister Laura and I, we focus on the beginners, and it's always fun to watch how they start to catch on how to do the carving. And but then I'll walk around and just all the different carvers try to help in whatever way I can.
Okay, great. Do you teach them how to use the different tools? Which tools to begin with?
As much as anything, it's help them see the form and how to, visualize things. That seems more important to me. It's like, are you getting things symmetrical if it's supposed to be symmetrical, or is it, proportions correct and things like that.
Ryan Knox, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay, how long you been sculpturing?
I started in January, so still very new, but about 4 months.
What kind of a project you working on here?
I'm doing a more abstract piece that is more freeform, no really kind of direction, just kind of going with it and seeing where it takes me. Today when we start using power tools, we're able to make a ton of progress, which is great, but you balance it with the good classes you take and the good lectures, so it actually gives you a lot of good time to make sure your fingers aren't killing you. But no, everyone's been incredibly helpful. Especially, I hadn't been super familiar with angle grinders specifically, because the workshop I go to doesn't have them. And this has been so eye-opening, and I've just been using that and having fun with that because I wouldn't have gotten the opportunity otherwise.
It's Maddie, Mattie. It's short for my middle name, Madison, and I'm originally from Lincoln, Nebraska. Been in Lawrence for 2.5, close to 3 years. Is that good?
So what got you interested in sculpture?
My mom and grandma were both art teachers. My grandma went to K-State, and then my mom got her PhD in teaching. So I was lucky to have both of them. They'd give me clay to use, and they had a kiln, so I could just play around with clay and do that. But this is the first time I've had a chance to actually do sculpture. So my husband found the brochure, and he knew I would like it. I don't know where he figured it out at, but.
What project are you working on?
That's a great question. Laura said that she likes to just kind of go with the flow, like what the rock says. So I've been doing that, and then I did want to do a bear paw, so it's kind of happening on the other side.
My name's Alan Dick. I'm from Ozaukee, Kansas, which is about 30 minutes north of here from Myles' shop.
Cool. How long you been sculpturing?
I've done sculptures in other medium, but never stone until here this last year.
Okay, what are you working on right now?
Right now I'm working on a limestone rabbit.
That'd be pretty cool. I think I saw it earlier. It's going to be a large rabbit.
Yeah, oh yeah, we picked out. I'm close enough that I don't have to pay for freight, so I can throw it on a trailer and get it home, so I kind of went big.
So a lot of people are just getting started on their works and then finishing them when they get home.
Yeah, it's probably going to take me the rest of this year and the next probably to finish this one is what I'm guessing.
Advanced detail training was available for anyone interested in enhancing their project by an experienced instructor.
My name's Matthew. I'm from Sebastopol, California. I am working on a teardrop. It will look like that when we're finished. This is it's a piece for my son who passed away from cancer about 1.5 years ago. And I just want something to work on as I think about him. And then I'm going to, hopefully, if this thing turns out well, donate it to this facility in Arizona that's like a grief farm, a grief retreat center. I don't really need this thing in my backyard. If it turns out well, I'd rather have it be visible for more people than just myself. I wanted it as a form of meditation, yes. So I was thinking after this workshop I would go to all hand tools so that I could just be in the process of pondering what is going on this planet, which I still, who knows.
Michael Fluent from Wayne, Nebraska, northeast corner of Nebraska. I came here to take the stone workshop. Right now I work mostly in stainless steel and glass for sculptures, but I wanted to incorporate some stone and maybe some stone and some kinetic sculptures. So it's a learning experience. I do have some experience in carving wood, and I've been doing metal sculptures for 50 plus years. So it's interesting to see the different techniques in stone. Right now I am doing a barn owl in limestone, and it's interesting the different types of stone chip off and carve at different speeds. It's not a quick project by any means, but it's very interesting. You can look for Michael Fluent, F-L-U-E-N-T, artist, on Google, or Michael Fluent on Instagram, or Michael Fluent, Wayne, Nebraska, and get a hold of me, and I can get back with you.
My name's Dawn Graham, and I'm from Fayetteville, Arkansas. I've been a sculptor probably like 10 years, and I've been stone carving probably about 8 years. I'm working on an abstract piece of limestone, or an abstract piece that I made out of limestone, and I have some steel that I'm going to attach at some point with some rivets, and it's rusted, so it'll be a nice color under the stone.
Cliff Fragua is a renowned sculptor with works throughout the nation based on Native American themes.
Hi, I'm Cliff Fragua. I'm from the Pueblo of Jemez in New Mexico. I'm here as an instructor for the 2SCULPT Stone Carvers workshop here in Lawrence, Kansas. And I've been teaching here. You know, I've kind of lost track of when was the first time I came here, but it's been a long time. And I've known the owner, Myles Satcher, who is also a sculptor. And I met him down in New Mexico when he attended a workshop that we had co-founded there in the Jemez area where I'm from. And so he was able to bring stones and tools for sale. And he also participated in the workshop. And ever since then, we've been good friends, and I'm one of his biggest supporters. So when he asked me to teach, I felt really, really honored to be able to be a part of his workshop. So anyway, I'm back here again.
Hey, that's great, Mr. Cliff. What are some of the things that you've done with your sculptures?
Well, two major accomplishments, which kind of was a springboard for me as far as notoriety. One is I was commissioned to do a sculpture for the state of New Mexico, which the sculpture is now placed in the National Statuary Hall in the U.S. Capitol building in Washington, D.C. And the images of Popeye, who's the leader of the Pueblo Revolt of 1680. And that revolt drove the Spaniards out of New Mexico for about 12 years before they re-entered the area. And then the second major commission I received is with the Equal Justice Initiative out of Montgomery, Alabama. And I did a sculpture of the Three Sisters, which represents corn, bean, and squash. And it's now permanent installation there at the EJI Freedom Monument Sculpture Park there in Montgomery, Alabama. And so I've also have public sculptures placed around the country, but usually I work with my stone and I'll place them either in galleries or I'll market them through arts and crafts shows. But currently I'm working with programs which involves artists in residence and receiving grants from some of the major art organizations, and so yeah, I tend to be quite busy.
Thanks, Mr. Cliff. I can tell that your love of sculpture, as many people are here share at this event, I can tell your love of sculpture has taken you many places and gave you many years of enjoyment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had the opportunity to have a show in Australia. Actually, I've had 3 shows in Australia, in Sydney, Australia, and then I also spent 4 weeks in Italy back in the mid-'80s to learn the Italian method of stone carving, and that's what got me to carving marble, which is a little bit harder material than what I was using during that time, which was alabaster and soapstone. But marble was a material that I fell quickly in love with and still continue to carve it.
Thanks, Mr. Cliff.
Oh, you
It was
bet.
very nice talking with you.
Thank you.
John Johnson from Spokane, Washington.
How long you been a sculptor?
Really doing it for the last 5-6 years, but knew about it as a kid.
What project you working on here?
A little piece of blue Brazilian marble and then a green piece, like a little abstract piece.
My name's Sean Camp. I'm from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
How long you been a sculptor?
Since about 1995.
What are you working on today?
Today I am doing floating chopstick ramen bowl. So it's a marble sculpture out of Colorado Yule, and it's ramen coming up out of the bowl with the chopstick going through it.
I'm Jen Schachter, and I'm from New York originally, but I live in California.
Okay, how long you been a sculptor?
I've been stone sculpting here for a couple of years, and I started doing clay stuff when I was pretty young, so a while.
Okay, what's your project here for this?
I'm working on a set of stone hands, just a little bit larger than life. So I've got one here in pink marble, and I've got another one that I started in white. And yeah, they'll be holding some rebar eventually.
Petro Hull has over 30 years of sculpting and has instructed at Rutgers University and the Marble Colorado Marble Symposium.
I'm one of the instructors at 2SCULPT, and my primary position is to go from sculptor to sculptor and help them with whatever issues they're dealing with throughout the day.
How long have you been coming to 2SCULPT?
Probably about 15 years. I do have a website, oneword, petrohull.com.
Chet Herring, an accomplished metalworker and stone sculptor, offers mixed media challenge. His forte is the combination of these medias.
I carve stone and I work with metal, often combining the two materials together.
My name's Kate Deneen. I'm from just outside of Lawrence, Kansas, and I'm actually the blacksmith. But I have been sculpting, and I have sculpted stone probably 10 years now. It's a lot of fun to do something where it's different than blacksmithing. So this is not really a blacksmithing course, but we give them some help in choosing out the steel that they want to use. And then Chet and I, my cohort over here, help them to create the shapes that they want for their sculptures. So we're marrying the stone and the steel together. And we're using junkyard steel, which is always fun.
Hey, good morning. Tell us who you are and what brought you here to 2SCULPT.
I'm James Hendricks. I'm a sculptor. I do more metal, architectural metal sculpture, and weld and fabricate, blacksmithing. And my girlfriend, Susan Calkins, we have a company called Fab Arts, where we do a lot of public art stuff around the country. And she carves, so I came along and said, I've carved a lot in the past, but I haven't carved in 4 or 5 years, so I just came to have a little fun.
I'm Gary Yeager from Plymouth, Wisconsin.
How long you been a sculptor?
I've been carving stone for about 12 years now.
Okay, what kind of works do you like to do?
I mostly like abstract human forms, so some things that kind of look human, but very abstract.
I'm Susan Calkins, and I'm from Helotes, Texas. I was born in Houston, spent most of my life in San Antonio, and now I live just outside San Antonio.
How long you been a sculptor?
I have been sculpting. I learned how to sculpt in 1980, 1979, something like that, when I was at college at Trinity University in San Antonio. And there was a professor there named Phil Evett, and he is a fabulous artist and stone carver, and he grew up in England, and he was a stonemason. And so he had a fabulous technique that he taught me, and I fell in love.
So what projects are you working on?
I am doing, it's a limestone piece. When I have a chance to carve, I like just to work with the stone and see what's in the stone. And I hadn't been able to do that recently, and so this has been a lot of fun. It's just kind of an abstract piece that has a lot of flow and movement to it, and it's just what was in that stone this weekend.
Hi, I'm James Jackson from Clinton, Mississippi, and I came to Lawrence, Kansas for the 2SCULPT stone carving workshop. I'm really enjoying it. Met some good people, a lot of good sculptors, a lot of good instructors. So I've got a block of stone, and I'm carving the horse of Selene. Stone carving is a subtractive process of sculpting where people go to a workshop for instructions, mostly because it's not taught in many schools. Around 10 years ago, while in graduate school, I discovered the Pelletieri Stone Carvers Academy, offering online instruction for use of tools and techniques by Master Stone Carver Chris Pelletieri. Chris trained at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in New York City. We emailed and talked on the phone. Chris is eager to share his knowledge and recommended 2SCULPT for tools and the workshop.